Good morning and thank you for joining us on our Fox Morning Show. I'm Robin Gwenn.
And I'm Victoria Cantu. Happy Tuesday, everyone. We have a lot to cover for today, and let's start with your first look at weather and also your headlines.
Now we move along to further news. We have an update over an incident that led to the arrest of a woman after a man was fatally shot.
Harlingen police are investigating a man's death after his body was found Monday morning. And the victim was discovered.
And Harlingen police also say a teen died after a weekend crash. Now it happened on Saturday night on the 2100 block of South Parkwood Drive.
That's right, the 16-year-old and two other passengers were taken to. And over the weekend in Laredo, a fire broke out in a house where one person suffered from slight smoke inhalation. And the incident was reported in the 1700 block of Springfield.
This morning's national news, the feud between President Donald Trump and Colombian President Gustavo Petro is continuing, with President Donald Trump announcing he will raise tariffs on the South American nation.
That's right, Robin. And Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen has more from New York.
And for the 11th time, the Senate has failed to advance a measure that was paused by the House to fund the government and end the ongoing shutdown.
And the Trump administration signals a change of mind on some types of student loan repayments and offers new hope on some student loan for South Texas. Let's take a look at those current conditions right now in McAllen, currently at 77 degrees, looking very nice out there and actually pretty hazy. We do have some low cloud coverage coming in for this morning time hour. That's going to start to disperse. We are going to see a little bit more of that sunshine coming out, and it's feeling pretty humid out there, around 84% with that humidity. Now, we're looking at that morning forecast for Laredo. We're back into those 70s, and then we're going to be rising to those 80s pretty early on for today around that 10 a.m. hour. We're seeing a lot of that sunshine also coming out around that time. Now, what's ahead for this week and early next week? Very comfortable and dry temperatures in areas like Texas, around Dallas, Austin, even in the Houston area. So, of course, if you're traveling throughout this week for any festivities, definitely just keep in mind it's going to be pretty dry out there. Areas like the Rio Grande Valley and Laredo, it's going to be pretty humid as per usual, pretty muggy out there, and then pretty dry and pretty warm and hot throughout the daytime. So nicer, cooler temperatures will be on the West Coast. If you guys want that fall feeling already, definitely take a trip out to Las Vegas or Los Angeles. Now let's take a look at that travel forecast. If you guys are traveling for tomorrow anywhere in Texas, we're staying in those 80s. So we're cooling down just a tad bit throughout Texas. In areas like San Antonio, we're back into those upper 80s, around 89 degrees there. We have South Padre Island at 84. Also in the Houston area, we're seeing plenty of sunshine coming back out throughout the daytime. Then for tomorrow's highs in the Rio Grande Valley, a little bit warmer out here, a little bit hotter out here as well as per usual. We do have that possibility of some very light showers in areas like McAllen, Edinburgh, and then we have a lot more of that sunshine coming out in Wesco, Harlingen, and the Brownsville area. We do have some spotty showers heading out there, but more than likely it will be a little bit more of that moisture that'll be coming in. Overnight lows, we're back into those 70s, so staying pretty warm as well. We have nice clear skies in Harlingen, San Benito, also the Brownsville area. So very nice temperatures throughout the daytime and nighttime hours. Now let's take a look at that next 24 hours. We do have some development of rain coming in from the north. That'll be moving into the south. It could possibly reach us, but mainly will be reaching Harlingen, San Benito, and the South Padre Island areas there. Now we're looking at satellite and radar, not too much going on. We do have some spotty showers coming in, popping up on the radars here. We do have some development currently happening on the Gulf Coast regions there too. Now overnight lows back in Laredo, we're going to be pretty warm out there as well. We are seeing some 60s in the forecast, but mainly in Heberville around 69 degrees there, so on the cusp of those 60s. We're seeing those 70s in Laredo and Signal, also in Cotulla around 71 degrees with nice clear skies. And of course, temperatures for today are staying pretty hot, back to 94 degrees in Laredo, 95 in Zapata, a lot more sunshine there. And we do get some cloud coverage rolling in and out throughout the daytime. Of course, not too much going on throughout the day as well. We're not seeing too much of that cloud coverage or too much of those spotty showers as well. Now, overlooking that heat index for Laredo, we're back into those 90s throughout the week, and we do have a spike and a little bit of an increase there for the weekend, around 97 degrees. So it's going to feel like 97. Then for next week, expect those temperatures to rise just a tad bit as well, back to feeling like 98 degrees. And now let's take a look at that extended forecast for this week. We're back into those lower 90s, and those lows will stay nice and consistent in the 70s there as well. Also for for this weekend, it's going to get pretty hot out there, back to feeling like 96 degrees. We do get some cloud coverage rolling in for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then for Monday, bright and sunny skies coming back in for next week. Now let's take a look at the heat index for next couple days here in McAllen. We do have a 55% chance of rain coming in for tomorrow, but we're staying pretty hot out there. It's going to feel like 97 degrees. Then for Thursday, it could cool us down just a tad bit there, back to feeling like 95 degrees. And then we're feeling pretty warm throughout the weekend. And then for next week, we do have a slight rise in those temperatures. Starting with Monday, we do have 11% chance of that rain. Of course, we're going to keep you updated with that. But for Thursday, bright and sunny skies coming back in. We'll be around 92. Lows will be back into those 70s. And of course, for this weekend, very nice, beautiful skies coming back in. We're back to those mid 90s to upper 90s for the following week. And that is your extended forecast for this week. Hello, welcome back, South Texas. Time for what's caught on camera.
Yes, Victoria, and listen to this because a humongous Halloween decoration escapes from home, and one man claims the pound for pound pumpkin is a growing title.
That's really interesting. And Project Cornell takes a look at back of these stories and more, and take a look at this.
Well, that was a huge pumpkin, but yes, that dog biting those batteries.
I know, my dog, he gets into the remotes. He ate a remote already. He had probably, you know, like those things like that are, I don't know how to explain, like the gaming consoles.
Okay, yeah.
Basically had one of those. I mean, dogs are dogs, but that's pretty dangerous. I'm going to look out for those batteries, especially when they're easy to
access for them. So folks at home, just make sure that you're hiding anything that could catch on fire, especially batteries from those dogs. And hey, maybe even cats, because sometimes I leave my candles on and I have a little kitty that likes to drop things on the floor.
They're too curious cats.
Well, stay with us because we'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hello, welcome back, South Texas. Time for that entertainment news.
Yes, Victoria, and you're going to want to listen to this because a pop superstar will spread holiday cheer across theaters this December, and a global mogul redesigns her world.
That's right. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has all the latest in today's Hollywood Nation.
She sounds great, but do you think she's going to beat Mariah Carey?
I think so. I'm not a big Mariah Carey fan.
But, you know, but she's a classic in the holidays.
I'm waiting for the
And that's going to do it for us. Don't forget to tune in on midday.
We'll see you later. Have a good one.